So far we have discussed about various types of parameters like keyword arguments, positional arguments, default arguments, then the variable length keyword and the variable length positional arguments. And there were certain rules while using the combination of all these parameters together. Now let's see how we can have the combination of variable length parameters along with the positional parameters. So let's have a look at that. Variable number of arguments of course can be combined with other types of arguments also. Now we are going to look at how they can be combined with the positional arguments. If you have a look at this function definition, so here I have two positional parameters and one variable length parameter. If you observe, A, B, C are the parameters in the function fun, where A, B are the positional parameters and C is the variable length parameter which can accept variable length of arguments, right? A comma B are the arguments which can accept positional arguments, whereas C is a parameter which can accept any number of parameters. So now let's see how we can call this function fun, which is having a combination of variable length and the positional arguments. So now I am calling this function fun by passing two values 10 comma 20. Now let's see how it works. So what happens is the value 10 will be copied to the positional argument A, then value 20 is copied to the positional argument B. That's how A is getting the value of 10 and B is getting the value of 20. And then what about C? You don't have any additional parameters in the function call, right? So that's how C is getting an empty tuple itself. That's how you need not to pass any argument when you have the variable length parameter in your function definition. So now let's have another example. So now in this case I am going to call this function by passing 5 different arguments to the same function fun. So let's see how it works now. So the first argument you are passing will be copied to the first positional argument, that is A. Then the second value you are passing 20 will be copied to the positional parameter B. That's how A gets 10 and B gets 20. And what about the remaining all arguments? There are 3 more arguments, right? And we have one more parameter, that is variable length parameter. It can accept variable number of arguments. That's how all these arguments can be packed together as a tuple and it will be copied to the parameter C. That's how C gets a tuple of elements, and the tuple contains the values 30, 40 and 50. So that's how you can combine variable number of arguments with the positional arguments. And always remember, whenever you have a combination of positional arguments with the variable length arguments, so always positional arguments should come first and the variable length arguments should follow the positional arguments. Now let's have a look at this function call. So I am going to call this function with only single argument. Is it possible to call this function fun with single argument? It's not valid at all. It's invalid because you have 2 positional parameters in your function definition. So you should pass at least 2 arguments to this function fun. That's how calling this function fun with a single argument is invalid. So it cannot be called, right? Now let's see how we can combine the variable length arguments with the keyword arguments. Of course, you can define a function in Python by combining the variable length arguments with the keyword arguments. So let's see how we can do that. So consider this function definition which is having the names as a parameter, which is defined as the variable length parameter, and SNO is the normal parameter, right? So I'll be using that as a keyword argument. So now I'm going to call this function fun by passing a list of values. If you observe, the last one is the keyword argument and the rest all are the normal arguments. Because there is a variable length parameter in your function definition, so all the elements except the keyword argument, they are all will be packed as a tuple and that will be copied to the parameter names, right? So if you observe first, what happens is the keyword argument, of course you are mentioning that SNO equal to 101. Already that value will be copied to the parameter SNO. So that's by default, right? But what happens to the remaining arguments is all the rest of the arguments will be packed together as a tuple and that will be copied to the variable length parameter, that is names. That's how you can have a combination of variable length and the keyword arguments in a Python function. But remember one thing, whenever you have a combination of variable length and the keyword arguments in your function, then always the keyword arguments must follow the variable length arguments. So the keyword arguments must be towards the end. And then let's see how we can combine the variable length arguments, then the positional arguments, and also the keyword arguments. All these three combined together, how they can work. So let's see that. So consider this function fun, which is having two positional arguments a, b, and c is the variable length arguments, and of course d I am going to define that as a keyword argument. So I am calling this function using this function called fun, so with a collection of elements. So you can observe that the last argument is a keyword argument because I am using the parameter name also there, and the first two parameters a, b are the positional parameter. That's how the first value you are passing to the function call will be copied to that parameter a. That's how a gets the value of 10, and similarly b gets the value of 20. So after happening that, what happens is the last keyword argument already will be getting the value d equal to 5, right? So d will be assigned with the value of 5. And what are the arguments that are remaining here? 30, 40, 50. Right? So it's a collection of elements, and all these collection of elements will be packed together and will be copied to the parameter which can accept the variable length parameter. C is the parameter which can accept the variable length argument, so it can take all these collection of elements as a tuple. That's how C gets a tuple with values 30, 40, 50. That's how we can combine a combination of different types of arguments in a function call. So variable length keyword arguments also can be combined with the position arguments and the keyword arguments. But you need to remember one thing. So after having the variable length keyword argument, that should be the last parameter and should not have any other parameter after that. If you observe this function definition fun, which is having a comma star star b comma t, that is, it is having three different parameters where a is the positional parameter, where b is the variable length keyword parameter. So as we are violating the rule of having parameters after the variable length keyword parameter, so it's not valid. So these kind of function definitions are not valid. Now let's see how we can combine the variable length positional arguments and the variable length keyword arguments in a single function. So now if you observe, this function fun is having one variable length positional argument and one variable length keyword parameter. So both are available. Of course this kind of function definitions is valid, and here function fun is called by passing four different values. So 10, 20, x equal to 100, y equal to 200, where the first two values are treated as positional values, and that will be copied to the variable length positional argument, that is a. The last two arguments in this case will be copied as a dictionary to the parameter b. So that's how you can have a combination of variable length positional arguments and variable length keyword arguments in the same function itself. So you need not to restrict these numbers to 4 or 5, you can have any number of values, and that's up to you. And whatever the arguments that you are having with values, and that will be considered as variable length positional parameters, and whatever the arguments that you are passing as keywords and value pairs, those will be copied to the variable length keyword arguments. You need to make a note of one thing, that is, it is not valid to have more than one positional variable length positional parameters in the single function definition. So here this function fun is having two different parameters, both are of type variable length positional parameters, which is not valid at all. So better to avoid such function definitions as these are invalid. So far in this video and the previous video, we have discussed how to use various types of arguments in Python functions. So we have seen how to use keyword arguments, then the default arguments, then even the positional arguments. And in addition to them, Python also provides how to use the variable length positional arguments and variable length keyword arguments. That's what we have seen, right, so far. When we are passing a combination of the types of parameters to a function, then how they can be passed. What is the order, in which order you need to pass these arguments to a function. So this explanation will help you as a cheat sheet to understand, so in which order various types of parameters can be passed in a function. So while defining a function, in the first and the foremost you can have a set of positional parameters. If you observe, I have a set of positional parameters. While defining the function, the first few parameters must be the positional parameters, and followed by the positional parameters, you can have a collection of default arguments. That is, you are assigning some value to these parameters when the values are not passed to these arguments, and these values can be used as a default value. First the positional parameters, followed by the default parameters. After having the positional and the default parameters, you can have one and only one variable length positional parameters. So you cannot have more than one variable length positional parameter, and after that we can have the keyword parameters, and this keyword parameters can include both the default parameters and the non-default keyword parameters. At the end you can have one and only one variable length keyword parameter. So that's how you can include all the types of parameters in a single function definition itself, but you must understand that in the same order that whatever we explained, the same order only is allowed. So if you violate the order, then you will get errors in defining the functions. So far in this video and the previous video, we have seen how Python supports various types of arguments. Like we have seen the keyword arguments, positional arguments, default arguments, then how to pass variable length of arguments also to the functions. Basically, Python supports one wonderful feature which allows us to pass variable length of arguments to the functions. By using the star and the double star symbols appended to the parameters, we can pass variable number of arguments to the functions. So variable length of positional parameters and variable length keyword parameters, how we can pass with the help of the examples we have seen so far. I hope now you understand how various types of arguments can be passed to the functions in Python. Thank you for watching this video.